And as the commander climbs into the orbiter, he'll actually go to the right and crawl up towards the flight deck. And then shortly behind him will be Mission Specialist John Phillips, and he will actually crawl straight in, and that's right into our middeck. He'll be strapped in on the middeck for the ascent. And again, we see him strapping on this parachute harness over his pressure suit.
The astronauts, when they get into the shuttle, we have 4 astronauts sitting on the flight deck and 3 on the middeck.
That's correct. With a crew of 7, we have the commander and the pilot are sitting up front. As a matter of fact, here is a picture looking into the flight deck, and there's a bright spot there just because that's the sunshine. We have a very pretty sunny day here, and there is sun coming in through the windows of the orbiter. And here we see the commander climbing up. And as we described before, the parachute is laying in his seat, and he actually has to climb up into that seat and kind of wiggle around till he gets in the right spot so that he can get strapped in for a secure launch experience for him.
And once the commander and the pilot are seated on the flight deck, they'll perform a variety of communications checks.
That's correct. We have several connections we have to actually make with each of the astronauts. As we see here, as the commander's getting settled into his seat, every now and then you'll see another pair of hands coming up in there, and that's some of our closeout crew members. Astronaut Ken Ham is one of them, and also we have other members that are suit technicians that are helping us strap the astronauts in.
There's a concern that maybe a switch has been bumped during egress operations. Once again, these will be verified only, please. Go ahead, DPS.
Channel 06. Status of TPC no side switch.
GPC 5 is in the halt position.
That's the cause. OT.
Go ahead, DPS.
Yeah, OTC please.
Go ahead.
OTC, OVCC.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. PLC is aboard.
Copy that. DMT is now 2032.
An OTC COFC.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I can give you 618 through 620.
Copy.
The camera view we see now is now from the right side of the orbiter looking back towards the left. So we're seeing pilot Tony Antonelli crawl up into his seat with assistance from Ken Ham.
And once he's strapped in, he'll also do his comm checks.
That's correct.
CGSS, OTC.
CGSS.
Give you a go on step 649.
Copy that.
This is also a good time for the crew to take a look around and just get oriented again to their orbiter. They probably haven't seen it in a little while, and it always looks a little bit different when it's in the vertical position at the launch pad. So take a look around and make sure they have all the equipment that they need, and get all situated and comfortable, because obviously they're going to be in these positions for quite a while. Got a few hours to go here to launch.
Very detailed, and the astronauts actually go through lots of training for that. So I know that they have actually, since they've been here for the past week, gone over the books and made sure they were doing that.
That's correct, and it's not only the astronauts that have all these procedures, but there are just so many other folks here on the ground that are part of the team. They're all very critical members to making sure that we have a safe and successful flight. We have the whole Launch Control Center and also Mission Control Center back in Houston standing by, ready to take over monitoring the mission and helping the astronauts execute all of their procedures once we clear the launch pad. So here at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, the Launch Control Center takes care of preparing the vehicle.
OTC DBS.
Go ahead.
Give you GMT, MBT adjust complete step
638.
638.
Copy that. And GNC OTC?
GNC copy.
We're at T-minus 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 27 seconds and counting. The astronauts are making their way into Space Shuttle Discovery for their launch tonight at 7.
Copy that. You've got to go.
Launch tonight at 7:34 p.m. Eastern here from NASA's Kennedy Space Center. Launch teams are not currently working any issues that would delay the launch at 7:43.
Loud and clear. Good afternoon, Lord.